Thanks for clicking this video. If you're new here, please subscribe down below and click the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload. Today, from the title, you can see I'm going to be talking about Loc misconceptions. This is just ideas about locks that are completely false, that come from mostly lack of education about the topic. A lot of people may not have access to people with locks around them, although locks are gaining popularity now and you may be interested in getting them yourself. So this video is just to help you out and just to bust a few of the misconceptions about them. Also, I previously did a natural hair tag video where I talk a little bit about my locks and my experience, so definitely check that out. That'll be linked down below. I want my channel to be centered around locks in addition to beauty, fashion, lifestyle videos, just because that's a part of my everyday life. I just want my channel to be a place where you could just come find out information about locks in addition to just seeing a representation of a person with locks on this platform. I remember, well, I had locks since I was in 3rd grade and I didn't get a lot of representation of people who look like me with locks, so I just want to be the avenue for people who are interested in that. Okay, the first misconception I'm going to be talking about today is that you can't wash your hair with locks. First of all, this one still like boggles my mind that people believe this, because first of all, if you're around me, you know that I don't stink. If I didn't wash my hair, then my hair would be smelly, it would have an odor, stuff like that. So it's ridiculous to say that you can't wash your hair when you have locks. I understand that people are confused about how do you wash your hair when your hair is locked, and they're worried that if they wash their hair, then their locks will be unravel and untwist, and that's completely not the case. Now, when you're first starting out your locks, I would suggest you wait at least 2 weeks before washing your hair. At least 2 weeks. People go longer, a month, 6 weeks, things of that nature. If you're African American or if you have a denser hair texture, then you can go longer without washing your hair because your hair holds on to so much oil, and which is good for your hair. And if you wash your hair too much, it'll dry it out and it'll be flaky and break off, things of that nature. But I know people who won't have locks that wash their hair more than people who don't have locks. Like, washing your hair is just a personal thing. Like, as I said, if you're just now starting your locks, then I would say wait at least 2 weeks before washing your hair again. But if you're at the state where I'm at and have long hair that's already locked up, or if it's short and it's already locked up, you can wash your hair as much as you see fit. Everybody has different hair. Everybody's hair holds on to water and oils differently, so that's what I would say about that. The next misconception that I'm going to talk about relating to that is that people with locks have smelly or stinky hair.
Better talk to her before I do, because I'm hurting feelings. That's up.
First of all, the majority of people that I know that have locks, hair always smell amazing. People with locks usually keep oils in their hair, tea tree oils, shea butter in their hair. They walk past and swing their hair and it smells good and stuff like that. That's what I try to keep mine smelling good when I walk past and air hit it and people next to me. So I'm trying to make sure it smells good and it carries a good aroma. One thing about locks, they do hold a smell. So say you're in an area, say you're cooking fish or something, the odor can get caught in your hair or whatever, but that's with dense hair in general. So I would say you could just spray your hair and get that out, or wash your hair and get certain smells out. But it also holds on to oils and scents of oils. So as I said before, most of the people I know with locks, their hair smells amazing and their hair will be smelling good for like the whole day. The next misconception I'm going to be talking about is that people with locks have a certain personality type. This personality type usually people relate to hippie, smoke weed or do, like Rastafarian lifestyle, stuff like that. Certain hairstyle doesn't transition into your immediately this type of personality. There's people who get locks who are really put together, business professional, keep their hair retwisted every 2 weeks, very white collar type of people. And also I think it's completely offensive that people will think just because you have locks you're a hippie or you're a Rastafarian or you're lazy or things of this nature. You see this a lot translated in media and stuff like that. I know that incident happened where Zendaya wore locks on a red carpet, and Juliana Ramsey said that she looked like she smells like weed and some type of oil or something like that, and that big controversy happened. That's completely offensive, and those type of ideas come from blatantly racist ideals. I'm glad that Zendaya was able to speak on it, and even though Juliana Ramsey apologized and she said that I can't quote her directly because I don't completely remember, but she said that she didn't mean to be offensive and stuff like that. Those ideas, the reason she said it is because certain people have inherent thoughts about certain things, especially surrounding African American women. They believe if they wear their hair a certain way, it's just a lot of negative connotations surrounding that. Hopefully incidents like that will bring the issue to light. It'll make people think about the issue and speak on the issue more, and we can talk about things wrong with society. The next misconception that I'm going to be talking about is that if you have locks, you can't change up your style. A lot of people say, oh, I could never get locks because I changed my style too much. I want to be able to have a diversity of different looks I can do. And this misconception is completely false. There is a variety of different hairstyles you can do with locks. You can do braid outs. You can plait it up. You can curl it with curling rods. There's so much different styles you can try out. You can look on Tumblr and Google images for different inspirations of lock styles you can do. Personally, for me, I keep my hair the same way because that's what I like. But if you're a person who likes to change up your style a lot, that option is still open to you if you have locks. My next misconception that I'm going to be talking about is that people think that if you have locks, you can't dye your hair. This also is completely false. As you can see, my hair is dyed. People believe that if you have locks and you dye your hair, it's going to fall out. Just like with any other type of hair, if you over process and dye your hair too much, it can damage your hair severely. The very last misconception that I'm going to be talking about today is that if you decide to take out your locks, you have to shave your head. This is completely false as well. There's so many different options to get rid of your locks besides shaving your hair or like cutting your hair. And also all types of locks you can take out. So even if your locks are interlocked, you can still take out your locks by picking them out, and if you still want to maintain some length. I'm going to warn you that if you do take out your locks and you do decide to pick it out, you're going to lose a lot of hair. It probably will not be at the same length that you're at now. This is just because your hair falls out naturally. Dead hair falls out, and if you have locks, then you hold on to more of the dead hair, if that makes sense. So when you do take out your locks, just be aware that you will lose some hair, but you will still maintain some length. My little sister had locks, then she decided she didn't want them, so my mom picked them out, and then she decided she wanted them again, so she got them again. So that's just an example of you can actually take out your locks if you choose to. I will link some videos down below. There's a few videos on YouTube of people picking out their locks and stuff like that, so you can get an idea about the process of taking out your locks. But I just want to stress to you that you do not have to shave your head to take out your locks. You do not have to cut all your hair off to take out your locks. There are other options to you. It takes patience and time. It's going to take a while to pick them out, but you can actually pick them out. Okay guys, you have made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you're new here, please subscribe down below and click the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload. If you have any other ideas about videos you want me to film about my locks, questions you have about my locks, please comment them down below. I do respond to all of my comments. Thanks again for watching. Bye.